Going solar has become a lot more affordable over the past decade, and as a result, an increasing number of homeowners are going solar each and every year. And I think that's a good thing. But the real question is whether going solar is right for you. Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by. My name is Philippe and welcome to Electric Living. 18 months ago, I was in the exact same position you are perhaps finding yourself in today, wondering whether going solar is the right path. In my case, the decision was to go ahead, but the starting point is to be clear on the main reason why you want to go solar, because this will ensure that the system you end up with is in fact capable of delivering on your objectives. And so I have broken this down into 4 primary reasons why people choose to go solar, and later on in the video, 3 additional factors I believe should also be considered prior to making any decision. One of the main reasons why people choose to go solar is financial savings. This, I believe, should not come as a surprise. Energy cost reduction is by far the primary reason why people choose to install solar panels. The more panels you install, the more you will produce and the bigger the savings, at least to a certain point. And depending on where you live and the size of your home, those savings could be quite significant over time. The good news is that you don't have to install a massive system from the get-go to cover all your needs. The interesting thing is that solar systems are modular in nature, which means that you can install as many or as few solar panels as you like. In fact, many people start with a smaller system and expand over time. But having said that, I believe it is better to design your entire system even if you intend to implement it in phases. When conditions are favorable, especially in the summer months, your system will be able to produce way more electricity than your home is using. And any excess electricity in this case is likely to be sent to the grid, which will earn you some credits. Now, the beauty of this is that you will likely build up your credits during the summer month when your solar system is producing the most, and use those credits later on, most likely in the winter time, when your solar system is not quite producing enough to cover your needs. Properly sizing your system is key in order to achieve a net zero bill over 12-month periods. But that means that you will need to take into consideration not just your current electricity usage, but also your future needs, especially if you know that you will likely install a heat pump or perhaps even purchase an electric vehicle. So after financial savings, another very common reason why people choose to go solar is to achieve energy independence. And so in this case, then adding solar panels will tend to reduce your reliance on energy providers and, perhaps more importantly, protect yourself against rising electricity rates. A third reason why people are going solar is resiliency. In fact, many people are interested in keeping their home powered during a power outage. Having said that, just installing solar panels will not prevent you from losing power in a power outage situation. In order to continue to produce your own electricity and use that electricity, you would need to also install additional equipment, such as a battery storage and a backup interface, sometimes also known as a gateway, in order to isolate your home from the grid and hence prevent any excess electricity from going back to the grid while workers are still working on the power lines. Another reason for going solar is the environment. Some people just want to reduce their carbon footprint and are usually driven by adopting more sustainable practices to combat climate change. There are 3 additional factors I believe should also be considered prior to making a decision. And the first factor is location. Location is very important, and indeed, in the northern hemisphere, you are likely to use a south-facing roof or a west-facing roof. Ideally, you don't want anything to block the sun from those panels, and that means no trees, no tall buildings, or any other object that could also block the sun. Of course, if you only have a north-facing roof available, you can still go ahead, but keep in mind that your solar production will be reduced. And what that means is that to achieve the same amount of electricity per year, you would probably need to install more solar panels than you would otherwise have installed. Another factor to also take into consideration is your roof, or should I say your roof conditions. So for instance, if your roof is 15 plus years old, then it might be a good idea to just replace your roof prior to installing your solar panels. Otherwise, then that means that you would need to first remove the panels, do your roof, and reinstall the panels back, which will clearly add to the cost. A third factor to take into consideration is your payback period, which is the amount of time it will take to recoup your initial investment. This is an important factor, but it's not the only factor as we saw. There are many other reasons why you still want to go ahead and install your solar system. Here you have it, 7 points that are very important, in my opinion, to consider prior to making any decision. I hope you found this video useful, and let me know if you are thinking about going solar. Feel free to comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.